Okay, we're going to use Interzoid's AI Interactive Data Client to get LinkedIn URLs from executives where we only know the company and the title we're looking for. The idea behind this interactive client, data client, is that you can describe what you're looking for and it will go out to the web, use AI models, knowledge bases, just about everything at its disposal to get the data that you're looking for. And this is kind of like a data playground so we can play around with it. The end result will be not only the data and the ability to run batch files or just use it interactively like we're going to show here, but also to generate an API that we can integrate into anything that allows us to do this on the fly, such as a web form within a CRM application, whatever we want. And so the first thing I need to do is, well, I'll need an API key. So you can go to interzoid.com and get your API key. There's a free trial available. And then that's how usage is tracked and so forth. And what we're going to do here is for a topic, just simply describe in a basic way what it is we're looking for that helps to narrow down the data set that we are indeed looking for. Kind of just help things along from an AI perspective. And so the topic here is, we'll just say information about software companies. And then since the data that's going to be returned to us will be in structured form, we simply need to describe what output parameters we are looking for. So for example, company URL, if the input parameters are just going to be a company name, this will help us validate that this is indeed the company we're looking for and maybe research the URL or the company on the web if we so choose. We can keep adding parameters here, such as headquarters. We might want to know where the company is located. We can also find out the revenue, maybe a description of the company. Let's find out what their flagship product is. So if we're going to reach out to the company, we can speak intelligently and understand better, what it is that they do. And then let's just say for now, we're looking for the CEO. And then let's just get the CEO LinkedIn URL. And then we can go directly to them and communicate via LinkedIn. So for this demo, we can save the configuration. We can reload it later. But for now, let's just go ahead and try it out. And let's try a lookup value of Microsoft, since we can be certain for sure that their CEO has a LinkedIn URL. And we're going to choose, there's some different AI models that we can use as part of this process. I think Model A Premium is a good one. And if you want to learn more about the models or anything else, there's some information here. The product page, model details. You can learn more about these things, as you go along. The idea here on this interactive client is to experiment, get the data looking the way that you want, and then you can move on to API integration of the data feed, running large batch jobs to get this data, en masse, whatever the case may be. But so we've got Microsoft as our lookup value, and I will just give it a run. Now it will take a few seconds with this interactive playground, since we're going out and getting data, analyzing data results from the web and through AI models and so forth. Okay, here we go. And here's the values that we're looking for. Microsoft.com. Well, it didn't give us a headquarters location, but that's okay. Sometimes different models will return different information. Maybe I should have said headquarters location. That might help give it a little bit more information as to what it was we were looking for. You can see the revenue, You can see the LinkedIn URL here. Satya is the CEO, and you can see you can save these results as text, but if we want to look at it in a prettier way, just click the pretty view, and we can scroll down through these values, and we can see a description here: multinational technology company, 1975, all the way back to MS-DOS and Windows, flagship product, Windows operating system, and Microsoft Office Suite. And then we could simply copy this, go right to LinkedIn, and then began reaching out. So this is the particular executive that we are looking for. And then one more thing, again, you can go and run this in batch, so you could take an entire CSV file, now that we have these parameters in place, and run it through and get the LinkedIn URLs of every single executive we're looking for. But also, it will give you an API call. And if you look here, api.interzoid.com, get custom is the API. Simply include your API key and the information that we entered above. Topic, information about software companies, the model we used, and here's the lookup value. Now, of course, that would be the variable parameter that you would use within the API if you're collecting data from a web form, getting a marketing lead, or whatever data that you're pulling in. That would be the lookup value that you would want to change with every single call. And the output is just the set of parameters that you're looking for to get this data. And that's pretty much it. Again, you can go to Interzoid and see the batch enrichment product that will enable you to do this for large files, medium-sized files, whatever the case may be. And you can get more information about this custom API if you want to integrate it. It's just a JSON REST API, and you could put it again into any type of application. Single line of code, incorporate it programmatically to whatever part of your workflow that this kind of data might be useful. For more information, visit interzoid.com, and data.interzoid.com is where you can start trying to get whatever data you want on any subject. Not just executive details and company details, but you can get financial data, healthcare data, investing data, educational data, cultural data. Whatever you can describe, you can get and use it in all of these same ways. Hope to see you. Contact us. We'd love to hear from you if you have any questions and want to see how you might be able to put this to use. But otherwise, it's pretty much easy to go to the website and try it out. Thank you very much for watching.